let's talk about screwing up. So you can make a mistake, and then you have an option after you've made a mistake. Say if you're dealing with customer service, if say you spilled coffee on somebody by accident, normally the way you want to go about that is if the person is angry, they have a right to be, you spilled coffee on them, and if they want to speak to a manager, you let them speak to a manager. Mm-hmm. That's just good customer service. What you don't do is spill coffee on somebody, get the person at the next table to talk to them, and have them talk to the manager about the coffee they spilled, and then allow that other person at the other table to spill coffee on other people.
I don't know if that's a perfect analogy.
That's what I'm going with.
I understand where you're going with this. So we need to tell people what this is.
Yes.
Don't get too ahead of yourself. So this is, what you're looking at is the trailer that dropped for the function YouTube Heroes, as you can see right here.
Yes.
Because heroes deserve to be rewarded or something is what they're trying to tell you. So this is basically a way for YouTube to crowdsource the ability to make YouTube a better place. Really, this is a thing that they should have their own staff doing already. They should have paid people on this to be doing this rather than getting volunteers to do this. But that's what they're choosing to do, is get just about anybody to be a volunteer. And so what do these volunteers, these YouTube heroes, do? They do many number of things. You start by being level 1. By the way, this goes through 5 different levels. You progress as though this is some
kind of
strange
video game.
RPG. Okay, you start at level 1. At level 1 is basically just signing up.
Right.
Signing up is you join the community and you get to access the heroes dashboard. We don't necessarily know what is on the heroes dashboard just yet, but to become level 2 you need to get 10 points. How do you get points? You earn points. For example, 1 point is accurate reports of videos that violate community guidelines. So you're flagging people's videos, right? You can get points for contributing a subtitle edit that gets published. So you go to somebody's video, it doesn't have subtitles, it doesn't have closed captioning, or it has bad subs or closed captioning, and you contribute, and the person who made the video goes, "Great, thanks for the contribution, I'll use them in my video." So you get a point for doing that. You contribute a subtitle edit that gets published, so yeah, that's another point. And answering a user question on the YouTube help forum with a comment that is selected as the best answer. So you could be like randomly commenting all over the place and just hope that somebody thinks that you were just so insightful that they picked your answer as the best answer. Kind of like Yahoo Answers.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That sounds very much like Yahoo Answers.
Like Yahoo Answers except for YouTube, and you'll get 10 points for that. And like, these YouTube forums, like, nobody even freaking knows they exist. I had to go digging through. The web address is productforums.google.com/forum/#!forum/YouTube.
What?
Right? So that, and like, nobody freaking uses it. Nobody uses it. So, like, nobody even knows that it's there. So then, furthermore, getting to level 2, right? You continue your training. That's what level 2 is. And you're trying to get 100 total points. On level 2, you get to start learning new things at exclusive workshops. Like, I guess you'll be part of, like, video classrooms or something like that.
Some form of training, it seems.
And you take part in hero hangouts. So, like, Google Hangouts, but with other people who do what you do, and I'm just like, well, couldn't you do that at any time anyway?
So far through level 1 and level 2, I'm mildly confused and not wondering, well, what does this have to do with anything? Why is this a problem?
Level 3 is where it gets so scary. You want to get to 400 points to then progress to level 4.
From 100 to 399 points for level 3.
At that point, you get to mass flag abusive videos.
Now I'm scared.
Like this, what it shows in the video here, I don't know if it's playing right now. It'll play here in a second. But it shows you've got this big old grid of videos. You can just go, and I'm wondering...
Yeah, here it is right here.
Yeah, and I'm wondering, well, did you watch the video to see whether or not there was a problem in it? Like, if it's on a grid, like... You're not watching it. You're just clicking things. Why would you even do that? I don't even know. And you get to help moderate content in the YouTube Heroes community. So actually, as confusing as this video is, it makes you think, oh, you're gonna also be able to start flagging people's comments. But actually, that's maybe not necessarily the case. When they say the YouTube Heroes community, there is another group that is buried that nobody knows exists, and it's called the Creator Community, and it's kind of like the forums, but there's also some other little subsections, and they're gonna have a subsection for YouTube Heroes, and nobody freaking knows how to get there! Nobody... So you flag people's conversations, and that's what that is. Yay.
Then level 4, what's in level 4?
So level 4, you get to start going behind the scenes. You get sneak preview at product launches, so I assume it's like a closed beta of things that YouTube wants to implement, and you're going to be one of the first people that gets to access that stuff. And it's finally at level 4 that you get to contact YouTube staff directly. You actually get to talk to a human being. My God! I need you guys to understand how ludicrous this is, because my YouTube channel has been active for more than 10 years. More than 10 years. I nearly have 8,000 subscribers, which really is not all that big, but it sure is bigger than it was 10 years ago. And never once have I spoken to a live human being with YouTube. And the only way that I've been able to do that is because I'm fortunate enough to be partnered with Screenwave Media, which is a multi-channel network. And Screenwave Media has people who have contacts within YouTube. So I have to talk to a person in Screenwave to get Screenwave to talk to a person at YouTube. And
So the only reason you're able to do anything there is you have to go through a middleman.
Yeah, exactly. So I have to go through all this crap to go to level 4 to talk to a person, and then finally you get 1,000 YouTube hero points, and you get to test products before they release. So, I guess level 4, you're not actually in the beta. You get to see what the beta is going to look like. And level 5, you get to participate in the beta of whatever YouTube is going to launch. And you get to apply for the Heroes Summit, which is some kind of party for you being like, yeah, I flagged people's videos and I contributed subtitles. Yay! And
Okay, can we get real now? Get through this. Okay. Really, the biggest part about this that a lot of people are pointing out is the ports in level 3 and level 4, specifically for flagging and specifically for talking to a human. Mm-hmm. 1, the fact that YouTube, you think it's a good idea for you to essentially crowdsource out, not have to pay anybody to deal with the problems that are absolutely rampant on your website. That was your best idea. This was your play.
So here's the other confusing part, right? People are saying, "Oh, don't worry, because there are systems in place that will totally prevent trolls from doing troll things. Like here's the program rules. Like you have to be 18 or older, or however old is legal in your given country." And you have to have a valid YouTube channel, and it must not be pending or suspended or inactive at the time you tried to enroll. You have to have, like, we have to screen you, and I'm like, what does the screening entail?
Who's doing the screening? And
who's doing the screening? And then once you start doing stuff, once you start flagging stuff, surely they say themselves that they have to verify that you have flagged things in a quality sort of manner. But if you don't have the manpower to do that already, what makes you think that you're going to have the manpower to watch The Watchmen? You do not
that's basically
have
the case. Yeah, who watches The Watchmen?
Because this is exactly how my channel went under earlier this year.
Right.
Somebody misflagged, like, it was probably some random troll misflagged one of these episodes of Beyond the Black Rims from like 3 years ago.
And it was audio only.
It was audio only. It didn't have any abusive content. And YouTube failed, a human being failed to verify that the content was actually okay and there wasn't a problem with it. And my entire YouTube channel was gone. Gone, and that's why I needed Screenwave to talk to a person at YouTube to get my YouTube channel back and active, and that triggered a whole new slew of problems with Content ID. So I do not see how they're swearing, oh, don't worry, we're going to put them through verification, and we're going to also verify that the flagging they do is not bad flagging. You don't have that manpower. It's self-admitting you don't have that manpower.
Right, because at that point you're admitting, one, you don't have that manpower, and two, what makes you think I'm going to buy that you're going to be able to watch out for these people who are going out there and basically doing your job for you? Mm-hmm. Because let's be real about this. Even if you've got these things in place, there are some people out there currently who are just chomping at the bit to be able to get through the system so that they can have that mass flagging ability, mm-hmm. who really all they would need is something akin to a grudge against somebody. You know, these big namers out there like, oh, I didn't like what they said about X game, or what they said about
this movie. And you as a person, I just plain don't like you.
That person could very easily get through the system, do as much as they need to, and then ruin somebody. Mm-hmm. And that is terrifying.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I imagine within the first, couple of days, month, whatever, of this being implemented, once people get to that status, the abuse itself, it's built in there, almost there on at the beginning of the video. It should say, YouTube heroes, please abuse this.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, everybody's terrifying, because the terrifying thing is, this is, again, with every other story that we've reported about changes YouTube has made, you're not just dealing with videos, you're not just dealing with your own bottom line, you're dealing with people's livelihoods. Mm-hmm. People are having to make a living through YouTube here, and if you're leaving this pretty much in the hands of amateurs, then what hope does anybody else have? Because again, this dissuades people from wanting to get into YouTube, because why would I want to try and make video content if nobody's going to be watching my back, because the person who's looking out for my content barely started doing this, and they're not getting paid for it, and if they screw up, what are the repercussions against them? Mm-hmm. Because they just screwed up, slap on the wrist. Me, I'm out a month's pay.
Yeah. Now, furthermore, Google, by their own admission, says that YouTube is, hemorrhaging money for them. YouTube doesn't make them money. So, it's are they trying to screw up on purpose? Are they trying to drop YouTube? I think the best possible scenario is that Google sells YouTube to somebody else who's going to treat it better. That is the best possible scenario, unless some other YouTube similar-ish video sharing site comes up and creates a competitor for YouTube that is equal in opportunity and possibility for pay and all that jazz. It sucks that you would have to basically start building your network all the freak over again. But those are the only two options. Either somebody else comes in and takes their place, or Google sells YouTube. I almost hope Google sells YouTube. I hope that that's what happens.
Because at this point, you hear the terror in people. You see it there all over Twitter. If you go look for the hashtag YouTube Heroes, you tell me what people are saying about this and see how negatively this is being received. And it hasn't even been implemented yet.
Oh, they turned off the comments.
And they turned off the comments for the video. Yeah.
So, I'm going to bring up the video here. Pardon the noise of it for a second. If I actually go directly to the video, I think there's been there's been 833,000 views.
But look at these.
Almost 300,000 thumbs down and only 4,000, almost 5,000 thumbs up. There is a blip this small of approval on that little likes versus dislikes bar. It's ridiculous. Nobody wants this. Nobody wants this. That's where we have to end it.